Thank you very much. Uh, well, I'll begin by saying that Kaushik had been telling me about Nanritam over the past few years, and he was sort of trying to encourage me to think in terms of coming here, visiting the place at least once. Uh, I have done that along with Nalini, and I must say this. Before coming to Purulia, I had some imagination of what kind of place it might be. I went into the internet and I saw what kind of a place it is. I saw Kaushik mingling with the children, and beautiful videos of that, and beautiful pictures of the school also I saw. I must say that almost everything that I imagined about the place has been exceeded. Each individual aspect of the school that I thought of, the way how the students would be, the way how the school would be, the way how we would be received, and the way I would find the place, I have to say everything has been exceeded. And I thought I must mention this because it has been really, to say that it's been a wonderful experience is, I think, really an understatement. The welcome that we have had, the things that we see, the nature of the flowers that one saw as one entered at 12 o'clock at night, day before yesterday, the quality of the flowers and the colors, the sharp colors and so forth. Which other school in India or anywhere else that I've been outside of India a long time back, and I've seen some schools, but a school with this kind of care, I have to confess, I do not think I've come across. I'm familiar with some of the schools in Delhi, and I have to say this, the nature of the instruction that you have been giving to your students, the experience that we've had since this morning, meeting the students, hearing about their projects, it's been absolutely, absolutely mind-blowing. And I have to say this, and I thought I must mention this. And thank you for this experience. Now, you do not give a bookish kind of sort of education to your students. That is absolutely clear. And the way students were able to sort of explain themselves, communicate with us was simply absolutely fantastic to hear from the students. So please keep it up. And what I would also say is that at the end of the day, what is important about this school is everywhere one goes, one sees the images of Ramakrishna and Vivekananda, and of course your immediate guru also. And I think that aspect of the school is also to be considered as being very important for me. And I think that deals with the issue of value that you try to impart to your students. You know, one knows of many schools in Delhi and elsewhere where students are getting top quality instruction. I'm sure of that. But I think somewhere along the way, the nature of the value or values that are being imparted to the students is somewhat less than one would ideally like. And what I find very pleasing about this school is the manner in which you are able to sort of impart that to the students. And I think that's a very positive thing, and that should be maintained. Because ultimately for me, it's not just what you teach students in terms of the techniques and mechanics of all the various subjects, maths and physics and so forth and so on. That's important too. I mean, we should not underplay that. It has to be there. But over and above that, the issue of the values that you are able to impart to the students, that is, I believe, very important. Now, I'll just mention one more point and then I'll close because I don't want to take too much time, and time is, I suppose, short. There was this beautiful presentation by Putuldi, which I really liked. And the title of this evening's talk I heard at one point was equity and inclusivity. And I thought I must mention this particular point, which is important for us in India right now. Because the notion of inclusivity, for me, is the most critical aspect of this particular country right now. I think in terms of most of the other indicators like growth rate of GDP and so forth, we're doing reasonably well. 7.3%, etc. is very good. Even if it goes down a notch to 6.5, that's not bad either. That's reasonably good. If we do slightly better, 8 point something, that too is good. But where I think the country needs to really seriously reflect, and all of us need to reflect, is the issue of equity, inclusivity, and let me mention the word secularism. That is absolutely important for this country. We do not want this country to be a majority religion country. No, and that is not the way in which this country was supposed to be. And so, and that is the theme for which we also were meeting this evening. So I thought that I should underline this particular fact. And what was beautiful about what Putuldi sang was the fact that it is a person of a particular religion, Islam, who is singing about Radha and Krishna, which is Hindu sort of gods and goddesses. And that is the beauty of so many aspects of this particular country. If you think of Drupad, the possibly one of the purest vocal forms of classical music, you know, the family that dominates Drupad singing is the family of the Dagar brothers, present Dagar brothers, and their uncles and parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, and so forth. For, I believe, some 15 generations, they've been Drupad singers. And there would, at any particular point in time, including now, there may be something like about a dozen or so major Drupad singers. Many of them not very well known, but they're there in different places, in Delhi, Jaipur, Bombay, and so forth. And the thing about Drupad is that Dagar brothers, they come from a Muslim community. But all the Drupad singing is about Hindu gods and goddesses. It's about Radha and Krishna. It is about Shiv. It is about Vishnu. And that is the nature of the secular aspect of this particular country. And if we need to think in terms of something like good days for the country in the decades and maybe centuries to come, we need to preserve that particular aspect of our country, which is secularism. So that's it. Thank you.